Thanks for joining us for another Rob Shaz travel adventure.
This is the last video in our series from our Great Southern Adventure 2021.
In this video, we take a look around the Mount Trio bush camp.
And have a quick look through the Stirling Ranges before we make our way back home. After leaving Castle Rock in the Parongarups, we've taken the 60-kilometre drive to the Mount Trio bush camp.
Hey, Mount Trio bush camp and caravan park. We've just pulled down the road to Mount Trio campground.
Mount Trio bush camp.
Oh, well, yes, of course. Bush camp. So, like Rob said, it looks like someone has cleared out a part of their farming paddock and turned it into a bush camp and charged people for it. Which is a great idea.
So we've just dropped the caravan off into Mount Trio bush camp. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon and it is starting to get a little bit late, but we wanted to go and have a quick look through the Stirling Ranges anyway. Neither Shaz or I have ever been to the Stirling Ranges. This was the last day that we've got a chance to do that, so we're going to go for a quick drive, no caravan, down some dirt road called the Stirling Range Drive, and that's where we're heading right now. Let's go.
What's in front of us?
Hill. Oh, sorry, a big hill. Okay, they're mountains.
What's it called?
Bluff Knoll.
It's pretty big. Doesn't look good on this tape though. But it's gigantic. So kudos to all those people that have walked up it. Okay, so we've just turned off the main road and we are off to Central Lookout at Trio Mountain. Trio Mountain. Well, it looks like a mountain to us. It's just a hill, bro.
It's Mount Trio. Is what it's
Yeah,
called.
Mount Trio.
The Central Lookout, Stirling Ranges.
Central Lookout, Stirling Ranges. That's why Rob does all the talking.
Because Shaz never knows where she's going.
It's because I'm always the passenger and the driver never tells me.
Ah!
Oh, Jesus. He's on kangaroo lookout as well. Oh, and emu lookout apparently. Emus and kangaroos run through here.
So here we are at Central Lookout in the Stirling Ranges National Park. And yeah, it's a pretty nice lookout. I don't know. It's great. It's okay.
It's alright.
It's not terrible. It's pretty good.
Gonna go right up the top there. And we've just walked for 3.5 hours, so we're not going up there.
Nah, we'll probably give that a miss today.
Yeah.
Anyway, just show you a little bit around. See what the Stirling Ranges look like. We'll come back here another day and do a whole different trip out here.
Sure will. See you then. Good morning, from the Mount Trio Bush Campground. Just going to start this video this morning with saying we watched our videos from yesterday's walk at the Skywalk, Granite Skywalk, and after seeing what Rob walked up yesterday, I'm super happy I didn't do it because they would have had to have helicoptered me out of there. So here's a little look of the campground, and this is where we stayed. Lovely spot. Here's Rob droning, and here comes our lovely host. Toilet block, camp kitchen, heaps of camping. Flies are sticky. It's a little fire pit we sat at last night. Morning, Rob.
Good morning.
So today we are heading homeward and we're off to Wagen.
Through Nwangarup too. Nwangarup's our first town, and then Wagen, yeah.
To Nwangarup and then Wagen, and then we'll see whether or not we want to travel the last 2 hours home.
We'll figure it out as we go.
We'll figure it out. We'll show you along the way.
And we're towing our bed, so it doesn't really matter if we don't.
And we still have heaps of food, so we're good. Unless we stop at the Wagen pub for dinner. Where are we, Rob?
We're coming into Nwangarup.
Nwangarup.
Yep, I just like saying that name.
I know. That was a weird intersection. Good looking vehicles down this part of the country.
Well, we've been on the road now for a couple of hours. We left our campsite at Mount Trio this morning, which we showed you a little bit of a look around. And we've made our way through Katanning and stop off in at Wagen. The roads have been pretty good.
Yep.
Weather's been fabulous. Car's going good still. And we're just going to show you something extraordinary.
The giant ram.
can tell that it's a ram.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So we decided not to make any more stops on the way home back to Warnbro.
And so we are back home in beautiful Warnbro, and it's about 2 months later. We've just finished editing all 8 episodes of our Great Southern Adventure.
Yay.
And we're just doing a little bit of a wrap up of our trip, and we're just going to check what the first highlight of the trip was for you.
So what was your first highlight?
Well, my first highlight was actually going and picking up the caravan. It's the first time we've done a caravan trip together. And in the past we've had Toyota Coaster buses, which were decked out for the family, but the kids have grown up and gone their own way. So we decided to try a caravan this time. And so I found that was a bit exciting, just going through the process of picking up the van and then packing it all up and getting ready to go away.
My highlight was the exact same thing. So yeah, I was pretty excited about you going and picking up the caravan and loading it up that night and heading out the next day, all fully packed. So that was fantastic.
Which you can see in episode 1 of our series. Also, what was your favourite place that we went to along all of those beautiful places that we visited?
It's very hard to pick because we did some fantastic stops along the way. Definitely Lucky Bay Caravan Park and the Lucky Bay Beach was my favourite. How about you?
Yeah, Lucky Bay is extraordinary. It is 100% worth the drive down there. We were a little unsure whether we wanted to drive that far to go somewhere for a week's holiday, but it was completely worth it. For me, the highlight was actually the whole of Cape Legrand National Park. I really enjoyed it. The granite landscape was kind of extraordinary, full-on prehistoric, and yeah, I'm just really glad that we made the effort to get down there.
Same.
Yeah.
So if we were to go back...
If we were to go back on that journey, look, the only place that I think that we didn't have a really good opportunity for us to fully enjoy was Esperance, the town itself. Unfortunately, we had a really big storm come through while we were in episode 4, I think, in Esperance, and the weather turned pretty terrible on us. Unfortunately, so we did get to see the town, but probably not its best. So if I was going to go back, definitely like to see Esperance in good weather.
Yeah, for
How
sure.
about you?
Unfortunately, we did have to bail on our night in Esperance, so yeah, we didn't get to enjoy that as much.
Yeah.
Definitely Esperance, and probably take it a bit slower between Lucky Bay and Albany, and stop at a lot of the campgrounds along the way because there are a lot of beaches. Just take it a bit slower and maybe head down to Bremer Bay.
Yeah, for sure. I think that'll be on our cards for another journey for us to head away.
I believe that you would like to see the west side of Esperance as well.
Yeah, there was a few
Beaches
places
down there?
some of the beaches on the west of Esperance, that we didn't really have a great opportunity to go and see,
No.
just purely due to bad weather. So on this journey, we did hire a caravan. We haven't purchased one. We just decided to hire one, and I didn't hire it. Shaz organised it. So Shaz, you just want to tell everyone a little bit about the process of hiring the caravan?
Pretty easy. So you just we logged onto the website Camplify. We scrolled through many caravans before we figured out which one we wanted. Being our first caravan trip, we decided to keep it small, just a little pop top so that we didn't catch too much air. The host that we went with was very accommodating.
Yeah, very helpful.
Allowed us to pick it up a day early so we could pack all our stuff and be ready the next morning to just head straight off. Definitely head to the Camplify website and pick your next caravan.
That's a really good idea. I think we might be doing that again soon ourselves.
I think we will be.
And have you got some suggestions for people, what they should look out for, what they should keep in mind as they're travelling around the Great Southern?
Sure, there's a lot of national parks down there, so if you're going to be there for a week, I suggest getting a week pass or a 5-day pass, I believe they do, which is only about $25, which saves you a lot of money because it can be $15 each time you go into a national park. book Lucky Bay Caravan Park because, well, you have to. It's online and there's no reception down there and it's busy, so you want to make sure that you get that beautiful spot.
You sure
have
do.
to go and try and camp on this friggin' roadside somewhere. Maybe slow down a bit. Enjoy a lot of the
That might be a suggestion
scenery.
for us. We did rush a little bit, a couple of little sections we rushed a little bit, but we did see an awful lot while we were there as well. But yeah, definitely make sure you take your time.
Take your time.
There's always more to see.
There is always more to see. Anzac Centre down in Albany, I would suggest taking quite a bit of time down there. It's not an hour trip. There's a lot to learn about, you know, where they left from, why they went and did what they did, the journey that they themselves went on. So definitely take a lot of time to, you know, absorb all that information because there is a lot that they have got down there at that centre to really appreciate, you know, what the poor buggers went through.
Yeah. And so I'd also just like to add that it was really good to see Shaz get out and do a couple of walks. The walk between Lucky Bay and Thistle Cove on the Cape Legrand Trail and the climb up to Castle Rock in the Barongarops. It was really good. I absolutely loved it, and I think we might be able to convince Shaz to become a bit of a walker.
Definitely a walker, but I won't be doing actual height stuff. No. And just to top it off, we would just like to say that with the borders opening possibly on the 5th of February that, you know, if they don't, try and have a look at within Western Australia. There are some beautiful towns 3 to 4 hours away. Once you get there, you'll be surprised at what they actually have to offer. So do a bit of research of what's in the area and pop out and see those towns because they would appreciate it a lot. So thanks for joining us. We've enjoyed doing this video series.
And if you've got any questions for us about any of the places we've been to or visited, or if you've got any suggestions of where you think we should go next, please hit us up in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
And we hope you all have safe travels.
And we wish you all the very best for a safe and happy 2022. Cheers.
Hi Rob.
G'day, how you going?
Good.
You going to show us around our home for the last week and a half?
Sure am.
Alrighty.
Just giving it a bit of a clean.
Getting it clean after we've been driving for 2,340 kilometres.
I know, we did an amazing job.
I know.
I drove 7 kilometres of it.
Yeah, I know, you must have been worn out.
So tired. So this is the little caravan. Suited us perfectly. Plenty of room. This is where the table goes. Goes down while it's travelling though. Little kitchen. Fridge for all our beers. Yeah, so we loved it. We loved it so much we almost bought one.
Almost.
But we'll wait.
Not well.
Alright. Bye for now. Thanks again for watching our Rob Shaz travel adventures. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our new videos.
We wound up our 3,000 there. It's not actually that long. And we've just finished editing there.
It's because they would appreciate it a lot. And that was a blooper, you can edit that one.
Okay.
I've got it. So we wish you all safe travels.